Alright guys, welcome to the Max Duty Day channel. Plan flight today is Denver to Minneapolis. We're here at 41 on the ground here. The Friday Night Ops event Kzmp's hosting, and they're scheduled to staff from, I think, 18 to 23 Central. It's going to be fully staffed, so that ought to be pretty cool. Currently, right now, they are online. Salt Lake's online. Denver not online yet. Figured I'd give them start a little bit early, get the dispatch ready. Denver's got one departure right now. Minneapolis has a couple. So I'm sure Denver will probably jump on. It's Friday night. So it should get pretty interesting. We'll probably go ahead and do a return flight also. We'll just do a short turn. And we might turn around. I'm not sure where we'll go yet. If we'll turn around and go back to Denver or what. Current conditions in Denver are pretty nasty. Winds out of the west, 280 at 21, gusting to 37. Ouch. So it'll be a 2-5 departure more than likely, unless we get this wind shift out of the north from 22Z, it looks like. So current time right now is 22Z, so we'll look at that. We may end up having a northbound departure. We'll see what happens when we grab the latest weather there. What we're going to need, we'll go ahead and power the plane, and we'll start getting some things ready so we can be off the blocks here as quick as we can. Connect up ground power, dual plugs, of course. We'll let the airplane power up. ADIREs can come on. Emergency light, service interphone, packs can go to auto. Seat belts auto, no electronics. Nav light on. And that should let the plane go through its power up. While we do that, open the cargo doors. Eventually we'll have grab some fuel and some catering. In fact, drop that down so when we use the fueler, that'll work. Take a look around town here. See if anybody's in the neighborhood. We can zoom pretty far out. Kind of see over the terminals here. There's somebody back there. Looks like United. And we got over here Delta. So there we go. So I think Denver right now is kind of on the backside of this storm system. So I think those winds might be wrapping as this thing moves off to the northeast. Right now, the outlook Got a 2% tornado risk. Kansas City is included in that. 5% wind and hail. We had an MD out earlier, so we'll see what happens. So we're gonna start here, and we're just gonna fly through there, or fly over rather, and yeah, and hopefully miss all that. Take a look at current weather. And for Minneapolis, their winds out of the east at 10 miles, broken at yeah, clouds are high. They're not bad. From 0200, it looks like they're going to be fine. They'll go down to about 6 miles, so nothing too terrible there. And it's like Kansas City Center's on right now. Fort Worth and Memphis have joined in. Looks like Minneapolis approach is on as well. So they're getting ready to staff up here. Just take a look around the world and see who else we've got on. Looks like Kingston and yeah, Kingston Center. And we've got some European sectors online. And looks like China, Edmonton. So there's a little bit of flying activity going around, quite a bit through Denver. So we're going to go ahead and start the dispatch here. Check stream health, make sure we're doing good there. 545. Denver to Minneapolis, scheduled. .704 a.m. I've got all the time in the world. And 23Z is one we wanted to block out. Estimated en route time is going to be an hour and 50, just under 2 hours. Even out the cargo there. We're going to take 30 hold and 30 contingency in case we 30 minutes, and that should yield us zero fuel weight of just under 400, so 397,183. And we'll go find a route. Plains 8 looks like, and we're going to end up changing that. Winds are now 290. One 2200. They should be switching and then to 02 and then 06. So it looks like the winds are kind of jacking around. Okay, good thing I saved this. G4, G5, G6 have multiple jetways in Minneapolis. This is for the scenery. I think G5 is one we usually set. Looking at NOTAMs real quick. So I know I'm going to edit this, and we want an RNAV. So we'll look at the RIC3 maybe. That goes way out there, doesn't it? And it's selecting runway. I'll select runway 25 there. That brings in the RIC3. That's quite a bit out of the way. So let's have a look at this on the chart. So the Bryce 3 would be better. I'm not sure why. Or even the Eons. That's what I was looking for before. Why isn't that... Oh, here we go. Oh, I see. It had the... Yeah. It, Yeah, how about that? So it's vectored for 2.5, looks like. Yeah, maybe the Yolks 5. Scotts Bluff, that might be a little better. That works for north flow and west flow runways. There we go. It's not too bad. Over to Scotts Bluff. We can take Cheeky, and we can probably take out Scotts Bluff and go direct ONL. So what we'll do, and we'll build that. We want a 2.5 departure for right there. So that's a lot better for our Great Circle route highlighted there. So I did forget one thing. I'll be right back. So if we get that wind shift, that DP will be just fine. I think. Now we'll go look at what we're going to be doing in Minneapolis. And we're estimating an arrival of 0050. That's 0200. Looks like winds might be generally out of the east. So let's go look at Minneapolis layout. I'm guessing the 1-2s maybe. That's still a little bit of a cross, possibly a 04 arrival. We'll go kind of get an idea of what kind of arrivals we want. Probably the Torgy. And from Konya. So expect RNAV, RNP, or ILS from here to Spooky. Okay, so this will be on the 1-2s. So probably the Torgy 3. Plan for that at Swan, I'm thinking. Oh, don't crap out on me. We'll just reopen this. It'll repopulate with the flight, and we'll be okay. Got a ton of stuff open, don't I? So I hear somebody. Yep, he's backing out there. Reopen PFPX. Sometimes it does that. Yeah, let's try this again. 220, 397, 183, CI 185. We want to block out at 23. Departure is going to be 25 and 12 left approach probably. Excuse me. And we're going to take out Scotts Bluff. And Torgy 3. So it should go Eric's Torgy. So Cheeky, Direct O'Neill, Swan, Torgy 3. And right on in there. So we'll go ahead and take that. Let's find an alternate. And Rochester probably. No errors there. We're going to run takeoff data. Flaps 5, we're going to plan on 2-5 departure. Looks like 50C is what it's going to give us. So takeoff 1 derated. 50C should give us 138, 39, and 43. Release fuel 48803. Winds 280 at 21 here. QNH 1007. Let's go grab landing data. Run that for flaps 25. And plenty. Auto brake 3 gives us a margin of 1286. We might go auto brake 4 just in case. Should give us an approach speed of 149 and over the fence speed of 139. Update the performance data and we'll release the flight and send it and file with Vatsim here. We're released. Send this to TOPCAT for payload first. (704 AN), all that stuff's good. So we're going to go 11 in first, 46 in business, and 163 in economy. Gives us 60-24 in the front, 36-67 in the aft, and then the bulk is going to be 589. pre-file. AAL545 77L slant Lima 478. Departure Denver 23 off. It's going to be flight level 390. Hour and 27 it's showing en route. We've got 331 and full voice performance. We're all set there. So we're filed. Send that up. Need to export this to the aircraft. Let's go have another look around town. See if anybody else is joining in. Looks like we got somebody there. Southwest maybe? And we got somebody going off 2-5, I think I just saw. Yeah, there he is. I don't know what that is. I think that's his somebody else. Anybody hiding on the other side here? Doesn't look like it. Like Southwest New Mexico 1 maybe coming in there. Yeah, we've got somebody else up here. So we've got some peeps. We've got somebody here too. There's that guy off. So a little bit of activity running around Denver today. It's got about a half hour till departure. And we'll check out... still waiting on Denver. So here in just a second, we're going to jump back in the flight deck and start CDU pre-flight and all that good stuff. So give me just a second, I'll be right back. Alright, let's jump on in here. Aircraft's gone through its power up. Pop this out so it's a little bit easier for you to see. Enter our position. And GPS is largely in agreement. Displays come up. and we can request this our company route we sent to the airplane Denver to Minneapolis 1. Load that in. Second CDU, we'll go add in fuel and payload. And we'll request fuel here from GSX. We're waiting on the fuel. We'll put in the passenger information and all that good stuff. So 11 going first class, 46 in business today, and 163 in coach economy. 6024 in the front and 3667 in the aft. And the bulk goes 589. Fuel truck showing up. We'll watch him. There's a little fuel counter there, and they count in gallons. So we said release fuel was 48,803. As soon as he connects up. There goes the counter. Sure gives us a lot of gas real quickly. It's the fastest refueling I've ever seen. 43, okay, because I had about 5,000 already in. So that's correct. So our uplift was 43. So now that we got payload in there, let's fill out the rest of this. So 545. And we'll activate this. Alternates Rochester. We can go ahead and grab some catering. Actually, we're good on the catering. Whoops. Spooky. CJ. 1. Let's have a look at our legs page. There's roughly an idea of what we're going to be doing in this approach. That looks fine. And now we can do our performance in it. And we're going to reject this one and request a new one. Gonna need that initial heading off out of Denver. (263). So zero fuel weight, 397.4. It's pretty stinking close. 390. That's fine. We can accept that. Takeoff 1. It's going to be our D rate for 50C. Should yield us 88.6 in 1. Arm climb 2. Grab current winds out of Denver. 280 at 21. Wow. It's going to be kind of an exciting takeoff. 20 knot headwind. All right. Yeah, 237.43. Select 390 all the way up since we still don't have any ATC on. Wind data is ready to go. We'll uplink that. Winds are in. Descent forecast is now ready. We'll load that. There we go. Go ahead and request boarding. Flight directors can come on. LNAV, VNAV can be armed. Hello. They say hello. Alright, that completes the EFIS MCP, MCP CDU pre-flight. We're going to trim to 2.5. 2.5 set. Run through the ECL, oxygen check, flight instruments, heading altimeters set. Flight depth door MCP, V2 heading track and altitude set, V2, V1, VR, V2, takeoff speed set. CD pre-flight complete, trim set, taxi and takeoff brief. Anti-eyes. Cancel recall. Flight controls and ground equipment. Checklist complete. Are we going to make it off in time? We should. Denver Center still not online. Minneapolis is ready. Ground tower. Look at all these. Woo! They're getting ready to get killed. Looks like Denver's got 8 departures. There we are. A lot of them going to Minneapolis. So on the ICAS, we got D-rate 1 at 50C set. 88.6 N1 is set here. We've got the altimeter is 2975. Takeoff, go around is the active mode with LNAV and VNAV arm. V1 132. Let's go check on these jokers. They're still loading up. Don't worry, boys, not like we got anywhere to be. Probably should have started that boarding process a little bit earlier, huh? Whoa. What do we got here that just joined us? United. Just want to make sure when we push. There's a lot of traffic running around Denver today, isn't there? That Shamu over there. Really use a controller here in Denver right about now, couldn't we? Let's go ahead and fire up the APU. Kden-Kmsp is set. They're still loading. AP's running. Go ahead and stay chalked until these guys clear. Like Chicago Center's online, Cleveland, Houston's in the party, Seattle, just waiting on Denver there. These guys are all blasting off, looks like towards Minneapolis. Omaha. So far, 72 controllers online, 594 pilots, 718 connections. Like these guys are just about finishing up. Not sure if AJ's going to jump on Minneapolis tonight or not, if he's controlling pilotage or what he's doing. Alright, boarding complete. Can close the doors. Pull this jetway back. And we can request a pushback. Nose right, tail left. Make sure.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Oops. One thing we need to do. We're on APU. Set the brake.
Locking gear. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Rise in oil pressure. We can bring on number 1 there. Number 2 rather. For number 2. Starter cutout.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. Got traffic, you can see departing there off the 25.
Unlocking gear.
APU can come off. We'll set flaps 5.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass being removed.
There's that Southwest airplane. We should be ready to go here. So using PMDG's 777, of course, and FLIGHTBEAM's Denver and Minneapolis.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, you have a good trip too. All good. Wait for ground equipment to clear. Cabin ready. Use this up a hair. moving right out. I think what I meant to say was golf, huh? Like Delta over there. Go terrain on mine and weather on the FO side. Paint some weather there. As soon as I turn towards the mountains here, I'm sure it'll start painting the terrain. On the lights in preparation for departure here. Do it. T5 signed on the ground. T5 on the runway, marked on the ground, verified. T5 verified.
Approaching 2-5.
Yes, ma'am.
On runway 25.
That's kind of cool. There's that Delta plane. Alright, let's spool this bad boy up. 55, 56 N1, we can engage the autocross. Takeoff thrust set. Should be 88.1 for N1. Winds are having an effect.
V1. Rotate.
brake off. Positive rate. Gear up. Looking for 400 feet. Autopilot can come on. Flaps 5. Good looking there. Coming through our up speed. We'll bug up to 250. $10,000 or below at Hugby. So we're gonna settle over on VNAV path now, maintain that. Keeping that speed restriction. Downtown Denver there, the front range. Anticipating that turn. Now we'll start to climb. For Wazzy. Behind us there. Forgot to do, see if it'll load this plan. Yep. Coming through the suit. Lights can come off. us cruise on up to 390. Oh, whoops, didn't even see your comment there, Todd. Just replied to another one. Yep, up, and away. God, which one of these Minneapolis centers am I gonna get? Let's see who's online here. Yeah, AJ's on 17 center. We are gonna go put a link into see if he's live. He should be live. Yep. Just put a link into his Twitch. Send him a message. He's starting here soon. So you might be able to see him controlling me. And vice versa. I'm watching his stream and mine simultaneously. We have no idea which center we're going to get, probably. He's probably getting set up. We'll settle down and cruise. Let him know I'm on the way. Here we are here. They're all steaming in. We've got a little bit of ways to go. There we go, Friday Night Ops on the way. A tiny bit of radar return here. We should be above it. Click that off. There we go.
How's it going over here, pilot? Yeah, I saw that you started training. That's good, man. Awesome. Good to see you. Blue Big, how's it going? Good evening. Pilot SCK or SKC, I'm sorry, how's it going? I'm on YouTube. Okay, nice, dude. Cool. Awesome, sounds good. Sounds good. I see Matt Davies is flying in too. I was just talking with him on his stream. He's on his way up from like somewhere in Mexico, I think. Cancun or something. Or somewhere in the Caribbean, maybe. Should be talking to him probably like an hour or so.
So here's what the controllers are seeing.
Yeah, Chris is working the area that I'll be taking this high side from here.
Roger that.
What I want to do is
Everybody on the ground. It's like the approach sector and then his center sector there. Probably ought to jump back in and fly the plane, huh?
What's up, Brad? How's it going, man? Where's the mini here? It should be on the website, I think.
See if I echo when I give them a call out. When they ping me up.
Okay, I think I'm ready for 17 here, 1 through 8. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Kzmp South High 17.
Speed turned up a little bit too.
So we'll be coming in from down here. Make our turn.
I'm ready for brief on 17. 1 through 8.
080 at 9 right now. We're set up for 1-2 left. Hopefully they give us the right side.
Okay.
Currently just under 500 to go. It's 0019Z now. Or, I'm sorry, we didn't route 19 minutes. It's 23:24. So it should have you on the ground just about another hour. It's going to be hard to hear.
Observed. That was good. Okay, I should have 2 more coming to me here, 1780 and Delta 556.
Matt Davies is live. He's the starter of V-Pilot that reason.
I should have 2 more coming to me, United 1780 and Delta 556.
Oh, yeah. We're right here.
Hey, Brad, how's it going, man? Purchasing the, yeah, nice. Yeah, the FLIGHTBEAM scenery is good. You can't go wrong with that. It's good stuff. Alright, no questions. Alright, so keeping dwell lock off, I just bought all these.
He's got a beard.
So now we're just waiting on everybody to go ahead, so. Yeah, we're gonna keep the wall lock off until everybody checks in on the files. Right at 1780 Minneapolis Center Road. 17. I'm sorry, who was that again? Okay, thanks. I'm sorry, last aircraft checking in, I was coordinating on the live for safety meeting. Who was that? There will be lots of those. 556 round in Minneapolis, good evening. Yeah, we'll have one of those just later. I guess it's like, yeah, I'm notoriously known for those. Hey, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it. 1609 Minneapolis Center, good evening. 1609, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain level of Q40. Yeah, he's not on scene.
Minneapolis,
Northwest 1959 Minneapolis Center, Roger. Climb and maintain level of 400. Hey, young'un, how's it going? Good evening. What's up, guys? There's that some stream tonight, so yeah, we'll be having a couple drinks. See a couple things. Thanks for the bits. Appreciate that. 175 pilot. Thanks. Evening. Cheers, guys. Southwest Jet checking in with Minneapolis Center. Say again your numbers. Southwest 318, Roger. Say your position, please. Position report, kind of important. Southwest 318, Minneapolis Center. Say position. Get you guys to have it. Southwest 318, Roger, squawk 4243.
Center getting Charlie 455 and declining level 190 for 230.
Skywest 1455, Minneapolis Center, good evening. Quebec does not exist anymore. Looks good. American 2309, Minneapolis Center, are you up?
A lot of airplanes.
For an American 2309. Southwest 318, radar contact 100 miles west of O'Neill. Altitude indicates level 350. Good evening. 2309 Minneapolis Center, roger.
Alright, O'Neill in 135 looks like. And we'll be top of descent right there, about 280 miles. Looks to get pretty lively here in...
Since Denver's not here, I'm just going to reach out to everybody, try to get everyone on frequency as quickly as possible this year.
Yep, so that's... AJ's probably going to ping me up. We'll see if that's going to be his sector.
Southwest 5769 Minneapolis Center, good evening, squawk 7055.
And 7055.
Minneapolis Center, good evening, American 1380 with the type 7378 Fusion Plus 317.
American 1380 Minneapolis Center, squawk 4213, good evening.
4213 for American 1380.
Southwest 5769, surrender contact 45 miles southwest of Grand Island.
Roger, ready.
American 1380, radar contact 75 miles west of Wolbeck.
So once I switch over to center, I'll probably turn off his stream. Just in case.
1780, contact Chicago Center 127.8, have a good night.
Just in case there's any...
127.8 for the good evening, then 1380.
Yeah, the last call was for United 1780 only. American 1380, I heard you read back. You stay on this frequency. United 1780 for you only. Contact Chicago Center 127.8. Let's start out paying attention. Delta 1609, contact Minneapolis Center 132.35, 3235, good night. American 2309, descend and maintain flight level 240.
AJ's pretty busy. There he is, 17 center. 134.250.
And since Denver's not on, I'm just going to start reaching out to people early, honestly.
So he's reaching out
early.
Waste
time, you get behind the power curve, so. American 2309, you can start down at your discretion to flight level 240.
134.250. Whoops.
American here. Again, let's see what's that. Let's look at
What the hell?
556, okay, Raptor, you have a good night.
Can't work the damn radius. There we go. Center, good evening, American 545, heavy currently at 99 west of O'Neill, 390, smooth. Center, good evening, American
545 Minneapolis Center, radar contact, good evening, squawk 4247.
4247.
American 545 Minneapolis Center, radar contact, good evening, squawk 4247.
4247.
Good condition report.
42, 47 for 5.
I can hear the feedback.
It's Jeff. What's up, Jeff? No,
Hey.
Sorry guys, the mic's going to sound a little bit echoed at times. I have to stand back. I have to sit back from it a little ways. I can't just lean down and talk into it. Ideally, I'm supposed to be about 2 inches away from the pop filter on this type of mic, but I can't get that close to it, so I have to wait. I'm working on purchasing a boom, so I can actually have it, so I can have it kind of swing down on top so it's not in the way. So I try to keep it as close as possible to me, but it's going to sound a little echoed. So I do apologize about that. I did just get this mic, and unfortunately, that was one of the things I did not think about. So, but we'll get to fixing that hopefully within the next couple of weeks. So get something a little bit more workable.
Yeah, this should be fun. Hopefully the frame rate will stay good enough. I'm not getting myself killed. Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Looks like AJ's got everybody pretty much under control here. There I am, right there.
Got 1455, contact Chicago Center, 127.8.
He's got me tagged up, so we're going to hear him twice.
127.8, Chicago,
I'm going to turn this down a little.
Side, American 2309, contact Minneapolis Center, 132.35, connect.
12225, good night, American 2309.
Minneapolis Center, 132.35.
Approach not showing up yet. Denver approach just chimed in. Crazy. All right.
Do you have some hazardous weather?
Currently 363 to go, top of descent here in about 215. Still looking at 0034 arrival into Minneapolis. So just under about 45 minutes should have you guys on the ground here. We're going to take auto brake 4, we know that.
1117. Still looking for American 8377, hasn't come back yet.
Trying to see if I can cheat and get a some kind of indication on the runway assignment.
Southwest 318, same Mach number.
Southwest 318, same Mach number.
Southwest 318, Mach 0.788.
Southwest 318, roger. American 8377 at 350. American 8377, Minneapolis Center, roger. Descend at pilot discretion, maintain at 240.
350.
Officer discretion at 240, 827.
So you're going to hear AJ's voice twice on my stream. So
Minneapolis, good evening, flight 6502, pilot 360, pursuing direct to rock.
502, Minneapolis Center, good evening.
502 Minneapolis Center, good evening. American 545 and 1380 are pretty much converging, and they're pretty much DHD on the...
Oh, he's telling me, he's saying I'm converging.
Here, so...
See, here we go.
American 545, pursuit direct is Swan, join the 4D3 arrival.
Indirect Swan,
American 545, pursuit direct is Swan, join the 4D3 arrival.
Indirect Swan, join the 4D3 for 545. So it's going to get, I'm going to have to turn his sound down a little bit on his screen.
American 545, say your Mach number.
Yeah, 545 is 0.83.
American 545, say your Mach number.
Thanks. American 1380, say Mach number.
Minneapolis Center, United 1686, passing 21,000 feet inbound 40.
American 1380, say Mach number.
1380, 0.79,
American 1380, okay, roger. Do not exceed Mach 0.79, that will be for spacing to Minneapolis.
Roger.
United 1686, Minneapolis Center, climb and maintain flight level 370, good evening.
Climb and maintain flight level 370.
Confirm call time with that readback is United 1686, climb and maintain flight level 30, over.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, 1686.
Thank you.
Center, hello, American 195, level 350.
American 195, Minneapolis Center, good evening.
Have Eric speed restriction at 280 above flight level 240, so be our first one. We're direct Swan with 43, and we're just, I think we're right here off scope.
National Aircraft Hazardous Weather Information, conduct the Sigma at 18 Central, outbound until 0055 for Iowa and Nebraska, concerning an isolated and embedded thunderstorms. Top speed flight level 260 for the information available from high lock for service frequency.
And we saw that earlier. That's the Sigma he's talking about. So top of descent now, 167. Still not sure what we're going to have on the flows. Just waiting to see once we get in range a little bit. Hopefully we'll find out here. See if I can cheat a little bit.
Delta 502, 718, flight level 350.
That was that for Delta 502.
ATIS is
502, affirmative, descend and maintain, flight level 350.
135.
ATIS and maintain flight level 350, Delta 502.
Here we are here.
American 8377, contact Minneapolis Center 132.35, good night.
Turn right handing, please.
13225, 8277.
Turn right for Pleasant.
American 1380, turn 30 degrees left, vectors and trails facing Minneapolis.
30 degrees to the left, American 1380.
Anyway, runway 12, live approach and use. State of navigation, Yankee runway 12, live approach and use.
12 right.
Southwest 318, maintain Mach 0.78 or greater for internal space.
Minneapolis American 2324, 22.5 for 230.
American 2324, Minneapolis Center, Roger. Climate maintain flight level 360.
Climate maintain flight level 360, American 2324.
Southwest 318, again maintain Mach 0.78 or greater for internal spacing, over.
Maintain Mach 0.78 or greater. Southwest 318. Southwest 318, sorry, I was picking up the 80.
12 right.
Southwest 318, Roger.
And we got traffic here off the right.
And Minneapolis Center, Delta 859, flight level 310.
Delta 859, Minneapolis Center, good evening, squawk 4504.
3504, Delta 859.
DH942.
Verify the transponder code again, it should be 4504.
Correct, 4504, Delta 859.
Thank you.
Go ahead and set 942 in.
Delta 859, radar contact 70 miles west of O'Neill.
Delta 859.
Let's make it 950.
American 1380, what was your Mach number again? You said Mach 0.78?
I said Mach 0.79 for American 1380.
American 1380, I'm sorry, just verify Mach 0.79er?
79 is correct, American 1780.
American 1380, rather reduce the Mach 0.75 for internal spacing.
175 for spacing 1380.
And Minneapolis Center, good evening, American 4115, 35, level 35.
Converging there.
American 4115, Minneapolis Center, roger, good evening.
Minneapolis Center, good evening, Hunter 5457 with you on the Dr. 9 departure, 17,000. Correct, Doctor.
Top of descent,
Last aircraft checking in with Minneapolis Center, verify the call sign.
coming in at 119.
Wind Zero Flight 7057 on the
Sioux Falls.
Rochester 9 departure, direct Doctor, 11,000.
Okay, yeah, I think someone gave you the wrong frequency, sir. Go back to the last one. I think you should be on 132.35, 3235.
Okay, 3235, got it, thank you.
Minneapolis Center, American Club 713 and flight level 230.
Monitoring this weather. It's going to get real busy on the
American
handoffs.
1270 Bay Apple Center, Roger. Climb to maintain flight level 290.
We got traffic 1700 below us.
Maintain flight level 290, American 1270.
Off the right front. And that's going to be, we can see his scope. It's going to be this guy right here converging in. I think AJ probably...
Yeah, this evening, Archer 5757 gives you level 17,000 Greg Doctor.
As soon as that camera position changes, we'll take a look. Might sequence him in...
Again, the aircraft is checking in level at 17 on the Rochester departure. They're giving you the wrong frequency. I think it should be 13235.
That's American 1300. We're right here. Do a sequence him in
Yeah,
behind
13235. Thanks.
And we'll sequence in behind Southwest 318, it looks like.
American 1380, proceed direct to Swan, resume the 43 arrival at Swan.
So he's direct Swan now as well.
Swan, and then the arrival for American 1380.
I mean, that might be Northwest 1959.
American 545, reduce speed at Mach 0.80 for internal spacing.
0.80 for 545. So we're going to reduce that.
It's 1686, contact Chicago Center, 127.8 unit.
Contact Chicago Center on 127.8.
0.80, we're 0.81 and reducing. So, looks like I'm out front, 1380's behind me, 1959's passing, and I'll be behind 318. Above me somewhere. Probably too far out to see.
If you don't mind, can you call back to American 1270?
American 1270, say again?
We'll be able to escape steering. American 1270.
That's 1270, I can't understand you at all. This is incredibly broken. You can send it on text, that would be great.
Good evening, Frontier 5757 with you on the Rochester departure route. Level 210.
Here's us.
Frontier Flight 7457 Minneapolis Center, Roger. Climb and maintain flight level 310.
And can you climb to 310, Frontier 5757?
Frame rates are going to kill us.
Looking at 1270, no, I don't have any top reports where you're at. Do you have something for me?
break 3. Top of descent now here in 73. Be coming up right here. Full complement of Vatsim controllers tonight. AJ looking good.
American 1270, Roger. I have no reports of weather in your area there. Most of the weather is down to the south, but if you need to climb, that's fine. For direction of flight, climb and maintain level 310.
So he's the controller you're hearing now.
Yeah, those center Southwest 116 with you climbing through flight level 220 for flight level 230.
Southwest 116, Minneapolis Center, good evening, climb and maintain flight level 380.
That's flight level 380, Southwest 116.
Minneapolis Center, Delta 501 to level 2134230 tonight.
Delta 501, Minneapolis Center, Roger. Climb and maintain flight level 310 for now.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, Delta 51.
Okay, Delta 501, you can expect that as your final altitude for direct of flight tonight.
Okay, check that, and then there's a final altitude level 310, Delta 51.
Southwest 318, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Pilot's discretion down to flight level 240, Southwest 318.
Delta 502 is ready to descend.
So he's got us in.
502, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
He's got us in a nice little trail here, and he's got these guys in a nice,
level 240, Delta 502.
nice little trail there. These guys are all on the trail. Looking
American 1270, contact Chicago Center on 134.02, 3402.
134.02, American 1270.
Southwest 5769, Center for you, contact Chicago Center 134.02 today. Southwest 5769, contact Chicago Center 134.02 today.
134.02, 679.
Frontier Flight 7457, are you experiencing any weather at your present location?
125.757, negative, sir. No, nothing on the radar, and just a very light layer of cloud, like stratus cloud, at level 30.
Okay, thanks. Northwest 1959, legal airspace to the southwest. Denver Center is unfortunately closed. Change to advisory frequency approved. We'll talk to you later.
Get these lights up.
Altitude 122.8 for Northwest 1959. Thanks a lot for this evening for ATV. Good night. American 545, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Okay, our discretion to 240 for 545. We should have that for you in about 35 miles.
American 1380, are you still with us?
Seems that my SIM is not responding as of this point, and I'm going to try to fix it. If not, then I might as well disconnect.
American 1380, roger, yeah. The nearest internal arrival is about 60 in trailer, so just be advised of that.
Jesus. You say 60 in trim? Look at all this crap.
Southwest 318, when you transit indicated airspeed, maintain 280 knots. Down 280 knots, over Southwest 318. Frontier Flight 40, correction. Frontier Flight 7457, contact Chicago Center 134.02, good night.
13402, Frontier Flight 757, thanks for ATC, we'll see you.
Yeah, American 1380, it seems like the SIM is not going to respond anytime soon.
American 1380, okay, roger, sorry about that. American 195, descent at pilot's discretion, maintain possible 240.
Pilot's discretion out of 240, American 195.
Southwest 318, contact Minneapolis Center 132.35, 3235. 3235 for Southwest 318.
There we are, steaming in here.
502, contact Minneapolis Center 132.35.
Look at that trail. All these planes.
132.35, that's 502, good night.
Approach controller's gonna get rocked. Good job on AJ putting all those guys, putting all of us right
American 545, when you transition to indicated airspeed, maintain 280 knots.
280 on the, indicated on the transition, 545. That's what we got at Eric. So that should be good to go. Denver Center popped online now. We'll probably do a return flight to Denver, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Top of descent now here.
501, contact Chicago Center 134.02, good night.
That's 3402 with a 501 active ABP.
Start our descent here any second. And there comes vertical profiling. We'll monitor our AMP versus the RMP. The required 400 here. Will be just fine. 280 on the transition. We start coming down through the flight levels for ATC.
Central aircraft needed the frequency. Hazardous weather information connected Signet 20 Central is outbound until 0155 for Iowa concerning an isolated embedded thunderstorm. Top speed by level 240, top speed by level 240. Further information is available from Highwalk or flight service frequency.
Minneapolis, good evening, United 421, level 330.
That is 421 Minneapolis, sir, good evening.
So far. Altimeter 3007.
American 4115, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
At pilot's discretion 240, American 4115.
Still looking good on the descent, right on the vertical profile. After Eric will be Torgy, and we'll be at or above 130, 3000. Currently been en route now for an hour and 6. It's 11 after. Should have you on the ground here in about under 22 minutes. Frame rate's taking a big dump.
American 545, contact Minneapolis on 132.35. Have a good night, Jeff.
32, 35.
Hey, 32, 35, American 1 then.
545. Thanks, AJ. We'll see you on the way out. 32, 35.
Yeah. American 195, contact Minneapolis 132.35. Below.
32, 35, American 195. Yep.
Weather 33 to 1, read back, correct.
Approach, good evening, American 545, descending 280 with Torquay.
American 545, Minneapolis, Senator, to 70 and Torquay 3 arrival, runway 12 right, Minneapolis altimeter 3007.
Yeah, 12 right, descend with the arrival 3007 for 545 minutes.
Minneapolis, American 195 through 300 for 240.
American 195, Minneapolis, turn around. About 733, contact center 134.25.
So we'll continue on. We've got
13425, first round, what you say?
looking 12 right. Called that good. AJ, awesome job on center. This is his stream here. I think I linked that on my Facebook page for you. If not, he's ground underscore point underscore niner on Twitch. And we'll continue down, still looking at Eric 280 at or above 24,000. And we'll hit Torgy or speed restriction at 280. We're holding that. It's looking good on the transition. The ATC requested 280 with the arrival. And we'll continue it. I'm guessing Tower South is going to be, we've already got our men's dialed in, our approach for taking at Krug. We'll look for Tower South, 26.7. At or above 13,000.
So that's 318 contact Minneapolis approach 135.47.
How about if I,
3547.
there we go. Hopefully I can get us back.
That's 502 contact approach, Minneapolis approach 135.47. Approach 135.47, goes to 502, goodbye. America 195, descend to the other next correction, descend the Winter 3 arrival, runway 12 right, altimeter 3007.
Put us into flight level change.
Descend via the Nitzer 3, 12 right, America 195.
Forgot I had us dialed in at 240 and left it there.
Yeah, that's good. Up 1201 short of tax 14 right.
Brief the approach, everything's all good there.
For the 1201 runway 14 right, taxi via Golf.
Hi, 14 right via Golf. 1201.
Well, hopefully I didn't botch this up too bad.
And Minneapolis headed up to 1201. Did you want us to taxi behind this VRJ to Golf, or?
That 1201, okay. Sorry, I couldn't see him there, zoomed in. Are you able to get around him?
Negative. We got a 777 and then that VRJ is in the way. We're going to take a right here and go down Foxtrot and then, hop on at Alpha if that works for you.
So the 1201, roger. Yeah, Foxtrot Alpha, Whiskey to 14 right.
Alright, Foxtrot Alpha, Whiskey to 14 right, Delta 1201.
American 545, contact Minneapolis approach 135.47.
Hey, over to 3547 for 545.
American 195, contact.
Delta 2775, you verify, are you direct Afton now?
Central Zero, direct Afton at this point, 2775.
Delta 2775, roger. Direct Afton, then descend via the Killer 3 arrival, runway 12 left, transition.
Afton, Central Zero, Killer 3, 12 left, transition, Delta 2775.
November 371 Juliet Charlie, contact approach 126.9er.
126.9er, November 12 Charlie, 16.
Minneapolis approach, American 195, level 2. Approach American 195 through level 200 via the Nitzer 3.
Aircraft calling Minneapolis approach, that was Delta 571 on the Killer.
571, we're also with you on the Killer.
Delta 571, Minneapolis approach, change transition, expect runway 12 left, Minneapolis altimeter 3007.
We'll change to the 12 left transition, and we have information Oscar for 571.
Delta 571, roger, and somebody else checked on unanswered, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, that was
American 195 through level 18.
God damn it.
Okay, I got two Americans, American 195 only, go ahead.
American 195 through level 181 with Oscar.
American 195, Minneapolis approach, runway 12 right.
Over, American 195.
Delta 2775, contact approach 119.3.
We're probably not going to get a word in edgewise.
19 at Delta 3, 25, yep.
And approach the other aircraft was 545, descending 16,000, looking 12 right with 3007.
American 545, heavy Minneapolis approach, runway 12 right.
12 right, thanks.
Southwest 318, contact approach 126.905. Southwest 318. Wow.
Be it spooky at 7,000, I think we'll make that this time.
Delta 502, contact approach 126.905. 126.905, Delta 502, goodbye.
Minneapolis approach, Southwest 701 with you, Killer 3 arrival.
Southwest 701, Minneapolis approach, roger, standby. Delta 571, change to my frequency 126.35.
2635, 571.
Southwest 701, change to my frequency 126.35.
126.35, Southwest 701.
Yankee at 7 and 230. 10 knots. Miles.
And 195, fly heading 360, maintain 9,000. Change your runway, expect runway 12 left.
Alright, 3 to maintain 9,000, 12 left, American 195.
American 195, reduce speed to 230 knots.
Speed 230, American 195.
We're going to take over here.
American 545, contact, approach 126.905.
2695 for 545. Thanks.
At 1 o'clock, 6 miles, same direction at 3,000, Boeing 737.
Southwest 3118, got traffic.
Southwest 318, follow Boeing 737, clear visual approach runway 12 right, maintain 210 knots for now.
Follow traffic, maintain 210 knots for now. Southwest 318.
Delta 502, descend and maintain 9,000.
Maintain 502.
American 545 descending 8,000.
Delta 502, turn right heading 030.
Alright, 030, Delta 502.
American 545, Minneapolis approach, turn 10 degrees left. Vectors for traffic, maintain 7,000.
10 degrees left, maintain 7, 545.
American 545, heavy, reduce speed to 170.
Reduce to 170, we'll give you our best on that.
Delta 502, turn right heading 060.
Alright, 060, Delta 502.
Southwest 318, reduce speed to 170 knots until 5 mile final.
Down to 170 for 5 miles, Southwest 318.
American 545, heavy traffic 1 o'clock and 3 miles, same direction at 5,500 as we're going 737.
545, thanks for traffic.
American 545, heavy report for traffic and search.
545, we got him. There he is.
Thank you, Delta 502, turn right heading 090, intercept runway 12, localizer traffic 1 o'clock, 5 miles, same direction of Boeing 737 at 4,000.
Right, 090, intercept 12 right, localizer, and looking for the traffic, Delta 502.
American 545, heavy, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5 now for 545.
Southwest 318, take tower on 126.7.
126.7 for Southwest 318.
American 545, heavy, turn right heading 090, intercept runway 12 right, localizer.
Right, 090, 545 for the 12 right, localizer.
Delta 502, traffic's now 1 o'clock and 5 miles, just over the marker, going 737 at 3,700.
Okay, 138 is the approach speed.
Delta 502, traffic in sight.
Delta 502, follow Boeing 737, clear visual approach runway 128, maintain 170 knots until a 5 mile final.
Run the traffic and clear visual approach 12 right, 170, so 5 mile final, Delta 502.
American 545 Heavy, be still over traffic in sight, 1 o'clock and 5 miles.
545 has traffic.
American 545 Heavy, roger, thanks. Follow the going 737, clear visual approach from 2 right, maintain 170 knots until 5.
545, clear visual, 12 right, maintain 170 knots.
Delta 502, contact tower on 126 Mark 7.
So 1267, that was 502.
Frame rates are going horrible. Localizer, we've captured the localizer, glide slope is on. Arm the speed brake. Downtown Minneapolis indeed. Coming through our 15 speed. 13.5 out. Stay here for a few minutes.
American 545 Heavy, thanks for your help. At Kins, you can contact tower on 126.7 back.
26.7 on the tower, no problem. 545. 26.7. Tower 545 visual 12 right.
American 545, Minneapolis Tower, 5.5 and trail, the Boeing 737, wind at 080 at 8, runway 9, clear to land.
12 right, clear to land, 545, thanks.
Southwest 318, next right turn, make it 2 right turns onto Whiskey, or on Whiskey.
Man, these frame rates are bad. God, ton of traffic. Okay, we took flaps 25 for 138, right? Yep, we sure did. On slope, on low, speed brake, armed, on speed, everything's set. Continue.
2,500.
2,500 check.
And Southwest 318, traffic's now about 2 miles final. Unless you've been left at all before, so contact ground point 9er.
Ground point 9er, Southwest 318, sorry about that.
Not a problem.
Ground 121.9. Get that set. Good God, these frame rates. Currently 7 out. Yeah, looks like we still got a guy on the runway there. .4 for 950. hope to God we can make this.
Delta 502 left at Alpha 4 or Alpha 3, be about gate for me.
And Delta 502, we're vacating the left on Alpha 4.
Land
We're
3
leaving
gauge,
the Charlie
flare
gate, but
arm.
we're stuck behind this Southwest 737 there.
And Delta 502, roger. Can you make sure your tail is clear of the runway?
Delta 502 will try.
Roger, Delta 502, contact ground 1 to 1.9.
1.9 there, Delta 502, ground.
Southwest 2942, Minneapolis Tower, wind 08088, turn left heading 150, runway 17, clear for takeoff.
Good. We're 50, sure, 17, clear takeoff for Southwest 2942.
Approaching 12 right.
12 right, verified. Runway environment looks good. Continue. 1.4 for 950.
$500.
500 check. 9 knots left quarter. Take over here shortly. These frame rates are just freaking horrible.
Terrain.
Rain. Take over here.
Approaching minimums.
Line plane.
1 minimums.
Oh my god.
Light slow. 10.
There we go. Why it's continuing to wail, I don't know.
Southwest 1361, Minneapolis Tower, runway 17, line up and wait.
7 line up and wait, Southwest 1361.
Southwest 2942, 150 on the heading, contact departure.
80 knots.
Well, here's the heading and over to the departure for Southwest 2942, 7 half.
Reverser stowed. Auto braking come off, manual braking.
American 545, heavy left at Alpha 7. Hold short of Alpha, contact ground point 9er.
Okay, left at Alpha 7, we'll hold short point 9er for ground 545, thanks. I think this is Alpha 7, I sure hope.
Southwest 1361, turn left heading 150, runway 17, cleared for takeoff.
150, 17, clear for takeoff, Southwest 1361.
Can't believe we made that. Good God. Why is there a terrain anomaly here? I'll keep the turn off lights in.
Southwest 1361, traffic toward 2 o'clock, 3.5 miles at 2,800 northwest bound. This is Airman.
American 544, monitor me out, Tower 126.7. 126.7, see ya.
Minneapolis ground, American 545 Alpha 7 for Gulf 6.
American 545 Heavy, Minneapolis ground, taxi to parking via Bravo.
Hey, to the Ram via Bravo 545 things. Where the hell is Bravo? I need to get clear like a mug. Alright, that's Bravo. Let's go, let's go. Turn off light and come off. Should be over here.
Yep, 628, we're clear of 1-2 left, we're going to be at the terminal.
Alaska 28, Minneapolis ground, taxi to parking via Papa Delta.
Papa Delta, 628 there.
Awesome service tonight by the Kzmp staff. Great dusk arrival, even though my frame rates were horrible. A lot of traffic here. And for some reason, if you noticed, it's supposed to be 4 clicks, 2 clicks on the autopilot, 2 clicks on the auto throttle, and didn't want to reset. Wonder if that's a function of just the everything was running so slow. We're going to invade Delta's gates here, steal one of their heavy gates. There's our equipment. We're going to swing around.
Is it the ground? Air Force One with you, ready for mission start.
Turn off taxi light. It should be Gulf 6 right here.
Trigger calling to call 10 again, sorry about that.
Air Force One.
For what GSX thinks Gulf 6 is, actually I think...
Air Force One, Minneapolis ground, pushback approved on a Bravo.
Gulf 4.
Pushback approved on the Bravo.
We are in the wrong.
Air Force One, sorry.
Whoops.
Yeah, this ground, 4268, stand partial 4, fresh Oscar, ready, push start.
Delta 1468, Minneapolis ground, pushback approved on the Bravo.
Push on the Bravo, 1468, thank you.
Good evening, Alaska 36, clear of Papa 3 for Echo 1. Alaska 36, Minneapolis ground, taxi to parking via Papa Delta. Papa Delta to parking, Alaska 36.
We need to cut engines here.
Air Force One, ready to taxi.
APU's running.
Air Force One, Spark Mode C.
What's right Air Force?
Cut that out.
Minneapolis ground, Southwest 701, taxi to the gate.
Southwest 701, Minneapolis ground, taxi parking via Whiskey Delta.
Whiskey Delta to parking, Southwest 701. Minneapolis ground.
Let the packs out. Ground power's available.
Minneapolis ground, American 195 is on Papa, looking for the aggregates. American 195, Minneapolis ground, taxi parking via Papa Delta. Papa Delta, American 195, thank you.
Come off.
Ground, Minneapolis ground, good evening, contact flight 463, information Oscar, current ready to push and start.
Alright guys, welcome to
Victor calling to Carlton again.
Welcome to Minneapolis.
Frontier flight 463 at 8 Echo 3.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Frontier flight 463, Minneapolis ground, pushback approved into the alley.
We'll cut the stream off
Pushback
here.
approved into the alley, Frontier flight 463, thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Go back to work for the next 4 days, starting tomorrow, so usually don't you don't fly after 10-hour shifts in flight control.
If you have 17 and our so can we get 12 left for departure?
We're going to go ahead and disconnect here and complete the flight. Boy, that was, oh God, 652. Ooh, man, that was horrible. So thanks for joining again, and we'll see you guys next time.